Friends, as a Scotsman, I probably don't say this enough, but London, you look bloody gorgeous to me. There are hundreds of thousands of us gathered here to demand peace and to demand justice. And I've got a very simple message to the likes of Rishi Sunak, to Suella Braverman, to Robert Jenrick, to Kemi Badnoch. How dare you call this a hate march? These people gathered here are the very conscience of our nation, and I salute you for standing here every single week in defiance of tyranny. And what a magnificently beautiful crowd you are. Just look right around you. We have the Muslim, the Christian, and of course the Jewish. We have the atheist and the agnostic. We have the black and the white and the Asian. We have the gay and the straight. We have the able-bodied and the disabled. We have people here of every creed, colour and nationality. And they are standing here and they are proclaiming loudly and clearly to the people of Gaza and the people of Lebanon, you are not alone. We stand with you today and every day in the future. My friends, we stand here not just because of the actions, the massacre, the barbarism, the atrocities of the last year, but we know that the Palestinian people in particular have been suffering injustice for decades. But if we do reflect upon the last year, let's think about what we've witnessed on come Monday in the 365 days of the last year. 365 days of bloodshed. 365 days of tens of thousands of children being killed. 365 days of children, babies, not being able to get hospital treatment because their hospitals have been bombed. 365 days of hostages being kept captive. And by the way, it's the hostages' families who say that Netanyahu and the Israeli government are the ones who are blocking a ceasefire deal, nobody else. And 365 days of complete, abject failure of the international community to hold up international law. And what is the result? My friends, the result is of an Israeli government completely out of control. And yet, what is the UK government's response? Shamefully, 90% of arms export licenses are continuing. Shame on the UK government. We demand an end to arms sales, and we demand that end now. And I will end very shortly, but I've come all the way from Scotland, so I should be given an extra 2 minutes, I believe. But let me end very shortly by saying this. That friends, this week, Keir Starmer stood behind his number 10 podium, indeed, and he gave a Prime Minister's address to the nation when Iranian missiles landed in Israel. And I asked the Prime Minister, where was your address to the nation when the children of Gaza are being slaughtered by the day? Prime Minister, where is your address to the nation when Lebanese children are having to get their eyes removed because of Israeli booby traps? Prime Minister, where is your address to the nation when Israel, with the arms that we supply them, are bombing hospitals, schools, refugee camps, and UN facilities? And my friends, some have said to me, the disregard of Palestinian lives and Arab lives is hypocrisy. My friends, it's far worse than that. It's downright bloody racism. You see, those that are gathered here, we don't gather here because we're simply pro-Arab or pro-Muslim or pro-Palestinian. We are simply to our very core pro-humanity. And we believe the killing of any life, Arab, Israeli, Muslim, Jew, Christian, the killing of any life, innocent life, is unacceptable. But what we have is those responsible for such a massacre are not being held to account. The ones who are suffering are the ones who have committed no crime whatsoever. When Muhammad Abu al-Qasam's 4-day-old twins were slaughtered, what crime did they commit? When 6-year-old Noor Musawi, who sits in an IC unit in Lebanon with a fractured skull, what crime did she commit? When the tens of thousands of innocent people are killed in hospitals, refugee camps, schools, orphanages, what crime did they commit? When 6-year-old Hind Rajab slowly, agonizingly died when her car was peppered with 335 bullets in God's name, what crime did she commit? So those who have committed war crime after war crime don't just walk freely. They're defended and protected by the UK government. So we say here, enough is enough. Issue the arrest warrant for Netanyahu, get him on trial, and let's hold him to account. My friends, I end, because I know I've painted a very bleak picture, but I end with some hope. And the hope is this. The hope we must take is from the people of Palestine and Lebanon themselves. They have faced injustice after injustice for decades, and yet look at the strength and the resilience they have shown. And let